G'day, 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 ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between. We are back today bringing you another episode of Inside the Mind, where as a Chapter 1, Season 1 veteran, we're bringing you guys the latest and greatest tips, tricks, strategies, and more to winning not only more games, but more crowns in Fortnite Chapter 6. So guys, as always, if you're keen to see us now, run it back, try and get that win. Can we do it? Can we get that crown? Make sure you guys do hit that like button, and you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be starting off the game with an SMG here. Won't be the worst thing in the world. We've definitely had been dealt better hands, better cards, better absolute situations and a half. But I'm just checking at the very top of the screen there that he isn't just hiding behind, alright, that area there. I'm assuming he's run away. Right, he's grabbed that OXR. He hasn't seemed to stay much longer for the fight. Oh, classic. That reload time is a bit nasty. That's a bit crazy, really. But look, the Swarm Strike, ladies and gentlemen, making another very kind and compassionate appearance. Again, look, I don't really try and give much stock to this gun. I feel like it is a very situational gun. At the start of the season, it had a lot of potential, but I feel like it's sort of died off now. I feel like a lot of players are quite used to it, and so it doesn't have that as much of a shock and awe factor, right, that it initially had, you know, when the season dropped. So we'll head on over now. We'll grab this little jump pad, actually. A little bit more ammunition, you know, whilst we don't actually have a gun, like an actual assault rifle, I'm adamant we'll find one. Alright, we're going to rotate over now, of course, to the Queen. Now, if you guys haven't already noticed, we do have Ranger's Ruin will now have a chance of spawning inside the tunnel, so quite a lot of potential there, a lot of potential for plays and other opportunities likewise. Let's see if we can grab this. I am not going to grab the Deadeye, but I will grab this chest and ammunition. 100% I'll grab the Wrecker Revolver. I tell you what, if there is anything more captivating than a really well-timed Wrecker Revolver shot, I've yet to find it. Right, I have looked and I have searched, I can guarantee you, and you know what? I might go for the hand cannon plus the Fury here. Alright, I'm going to go hand cannon plus Fury, and we'll see if that can't do a little bit of nasty. Do a quick chuck a Yui real quick. We'll head on over, guys. We're going to head on down now to the Demon's Debris. Alright, so of course, as you guys are recording, as I'm recording this, guys, we will be a little bit behind in terms of when you guys are watching this. I think it's Thursday at the moment, so you guys will probably be seeing this on Tuesday. Hopefully by now I will be having that internet connected at the new place, so it'll be very, very exciting. So as of, I think, tomorrow's episode then, as of watching this, you guys should have some more up-to-date content. So much love and much appreciation for your patience here. And much love for your support as well. You know, thank you so much for all your subscriptions and subscribing that you guys have been getting on and down doing there. Because, look, we only started this journey at the start of the year. So, start of the year we started, and I can guarantee you, I didn't think we'd grow this quick. So, we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's a little bit ambitious, but I'm pretty hopeful and pretty sure we'll get there. I'm just going to try and go for one of these little crates. Now, guys, if you are expecting to get any guns, you will be very, very disappointed. Because they have made an entire nerf to these sorts of buggy situations, in that no longer will they be dropping really good items. It's pretty much only bug blasters now. Like, look, that's a little bit disappointing to me. I might actually use the mini ammunition here. And, of course, we're going to go for that neck. All right, that is where we're going to get the criticals. All right, we're going to give it the absolute pain. And we're going to grab that. Alright, perfect. I'll swap that for this. And it looks like we're going to get both the B and then the A. Now, I'm not too sure if we don't grab the B and if we just grab that A boon, if it makes any real difference. But, you know what? Better to be safe rather than sorry. Now, we don't have a shotgun here. I will be using the hand cannon as our shotty. But hopefully we should be able to find one anyway around this POI. But that being said, I mean, the odds are pretty low, right? Because they did do that nerf to all the Queen locations. I'm not entirely surprised that we are having a little bit of trouble with loot here. Now, I want to try and make our way over to the other locations. I want to get that Mythic Wrecker. Oh, thank you. Now, I think our car was around here as well, wasn't it? I would like it if Fortnite would actually, you know, mark on the map where your car is. Because I tell you what, I've got an absolute goldfish memory. It is not good. It is probably clinical. Now, there's probably a prescription I could get for it, but... Well, we've got a footsteps over here. Got a Weet-Bix kit dropping the crown. I tell you what, maybe not enough Weet-Bix there. Well, I'll tell you what, the most amount of Weet-Bix I've ever had, guys, is probably 8. Maybe 8 or 9 Weet-Bix. I'll tell you what, the best way to have Weet-Bix, in my opinion, is going to be a lot of milk and a lot of honey. I like to do a little bit of drizzle right of the milk. That's a lie. I do a lot of drizzle of the milk, and then we do, of course, a little bit of the boiling water, and then and I'll tell you what, a lot of honey, and that is one way to go about it. I think it's probably the best way to go about it, but if you guys differ there, let me know down below in the comments section. What is the best way you have your Weet-Bix? Alright, now we do have quite a lot of distance to travel here. We've got a long way to go. Hive has been taken. We could probably just go for the A-Vault instead. And it seems we could never really find our car anyway, so I'm just having another look back right now. I think we just move on. You know, we don't look back. We just continue on with our journey here. We could get lucky with the car around here. We do. So it looks like no one has taken this, which I'm very, very grateful for. Let us head on out now. But guys, again, here we go. All right, now what we have here, we've got a couple options. We could go for this A-Vault, or we could try to get the guy who goes for the A-Vault. So those are your two options, really. And I swear there was someone down there, but apparently not. Just going to be a bush of flowers. And only 2 kills, so it's a little bit shy on the kill counter at the moment for this game, but that's okay. Yeah, we usually try and pick it back up around that mid-game, and I think trying to get yourselves properly looted at the early game is one of the greatest ways to... Is there someone healing in there? Is one of the greatest ways to really take advantage of that loot, right? Is to be able to get it all early, especially when the other players don't have it. Now, we have the vault down there. Now, there's a bush down there. Is the Ranger's Ruin taken? It is. So we know that the odds are that there is someone else kind of close by that will probably be going for this, unless they went for the other one. Now, there will be 2 of these vaults. Right? There will be 2 of them. I want to have our car positioned so that we can just drive on out of here. Immediately, I just want to check behind us, just make sure that no one is in that bush. And we got the slurp truck as well that we've just identified over at Dystopia City. It's the Marksman. Not my favorite. Got a roly-poly coming on in. I'm not even going to bother waiting here. Was that him? Oh, wow. So he's got the... This is the enhanced Wrecker player. So that was the Mythic Wrecker from up north. And this is why you got to be careful when you go for these vaults, because as soon as you do, the vault is going to change from having the letter A on it to just having no letter. And that's how people know that someone is there. Immediately, grab that flare. What do we do, guys? Never eat soggy Weet-Bix, right? Never eat that shredded wheat. Here we go. North, south, east, and west. Just triple checking, you know? You can never be too sure. And we'll adjust it. Now, we did get a ping somewhere, it seems. Not entirely sure where that one was at. Maybe it's just the sound of the flare landing, but we're going to just rotate now. I'm going to grab this car instead. Now, we've gotten one of the other mythic players, which means there is one more on the map. There is one other player out there with that mythic sweeper. So we're going to be mindful about that and try to be advantageous, but only when I think it's safe. Now, because the season is not new anymore, like the season isn't as fresh as it was, you know, a week or 2 ago, players have been warming up to the guns. So you're going to be noticing a lot better players, I feel, or it would seem like there is a lot better players in your lobbies. You know, maybe not, maybe it'll be the opposite for you guys. If so, let me know down below in the comments section what your experience is. But so far for me, I'd say that there's been quite a lot of better players. I'm going to mark that car on the map as our backup. And immediately I see some shots, so I'm going to go for the mountain. Alright, let us position ourselves up here, have a quick immediate scout. I'm going to go for the guy who just jumped out. Might actually go for the car instead now. Now, he is very, very low. If we can remove that car right now from the map, we will actually be able to rotate on into him and see if we can't send him back to the lobby. So now he's without a car in, I think, a pretty precarious position. You know, I don't think there's many cars nearby here. Oh no, there might be actually. Around the corner here, there's a park. Yeah, just around the corner from Power Tower. So that might have been where he's gone. Actually, I see someone jumping up on the mountain. It could be him. It might be him. It could be not. We'll find out one and the same. Got some shockwaves here. I'll go and grab those if I can't immediately see him. Oh! He was to the left. Very, very sneaky on his part. He's going to go for the heal up here. I think we've waited too long, though. Can we hit him off the mountain? Maybe. For sure. Go for the heal up. Alright, now we've got the advantage. We're fully healed. Unfortunate for you, my friend. That is the power of the mythic Wrecker Revolver, baby. You know, this is why we pick it up. This is why we pick it up, especially over the... Oh, no. Especially over the other items, like the exotic. Now, we will be able to use the shockwave to get a lot more distance here. Oh, no. Way too overshot that. Oh! It's just crazy. Might actually reload and then another shockwave. Bit crazy there with the exotic. With that wrecker. Now this will be the... No, it is not. I was almost certain that that would be one of the other mythic players. But maybe no one has gone for Ranger's Ruin. You know, maybe they are just teasing us. Now, I tell you what, we've had a lot of less kills this game. But I definitely feel like the kills have been a lot more intense. Which is absolutely... it's been good. It's been fun. It definitely is getting me a little bit less tight, a little bit more loosened up. Now, I'm trying to think where... I would like a car here. I don't think we're going to get one. I really, really don't. We might get lucky with one inside a tunnel. You could also get lucky with a whiplash out the front of Dystopia City. Or down by the road here. If we can't, though... Oh, there's a G-Wagon over there. Alright, so we will get lucky with that G-Wagon. I want to find maybe a marketplace as well. And see if we can't get our hands on one of the... What I really want to get our hands on is going to be some more shockwaves. So go to a marketplace. We hit it up. Hopefully we get some shockwaves from the wall. And then we should be a little bit more confident to play for those late game fights. Now, I'm not a huge fan, of course, of the exotic Flowberry Fizz. It's going to do a lot of healing. You know, respect where respect or credit is due. But I just don't think it's going to be for us. I think you guys really need to lean in at times to your playstyle and to what you know works. For me, I really don't enjoy being up in the air for too long when I use the Flowberry. I want to be down and I want to be up quicker. You know, I don't want to be... Oh, my days. Just give us a break, man, please. I don't even want to go for this guy. Get it so it's like one hit. Maybe we could get that kill. Nope. I'm running. I'm going to go down to the slurp truck. We'll grab that insta-heal. Come around the corner here. And we'll rotate through the city. Hopefully there's a car here. Okay, there is a car. Alright, this is good. This is good news. How much health does it have? Not a lot, but it's probably going to be more than what we had. And again, we don't have much mobility here at all. We got this car, but it's half health. Its fuel is nearly half as well. And we got no shockwaves, so not entirely a fan of that, but I want to avoid getting in fights right now, at least until we can get some form of mobility here. So I just want some sort of shockwaves. I'm trying to think like where some naturally spawn besides that marketplace, but if I'm being honest, I can't really think of any. We have some footsteps there. Make sure we maintain this high ground. Check the counter flank. We rush over to the rock. Maybe someone down there's got shockwaves. I can't see any. We've got some big boys, though, but honestly, it might be better off. You know what? I'm going to drop the med mist for the big boys, and then later we can consider dropping the exotic for the other stuff there. So, okay, there we go. Now, guys, of course, as always, if you have been enjoying this episode so far, if you've enjoyed this game so far, make sure you guys do hit that like button and you hit that subscribe button. Alright, I do see a car over there, over into the distance. It very well could hold the secret or the key to our future, at least in terms of longevity. And this marketplace, guys, is it still in the zone? It is for another 1 minute. Alright, this marketplace is still here. Is that a blue? It is a blue variant. I think we've only got a green. Alright, there we go. I'm going to quickly grab this G-Wagon. This might cost us the game going for this car. But I'm a little bit confident. I'm not super confident, but I'm a little bit confident we should be able to get there in time. Just before it shuts. Now, there is, of course, going to be a chance that the marketplace is going to be closed. Or not so much closed as it is just out of... not really stocked. Alright, mark the car on the map here. And we're going to quickly try and run on in. Now, we might take a bit of damage. Which obviously wouldn't be the most ideal thing in the world. But let's see what we got here. No shockwaves. We do have some big boys. And I would be 100% happy to just drop the exotic flowberry here. So I'm just double checking in case. Because, you know, some players, I mean, at least before they nerfed the bugs, these bug locations, used to be able to get, you know, quite a lot of really good loot from those bugs and those hive nests. So I'm assuming the game has changed a bit. And my days, we are far away from that zone. We will be getting some shockwaves here, though, so we'll replace that for this. Again, some players might not be happy with that choice, but I'm pretty sure this is, like, the best move to go here. We've got 150 shield, right, from the big boys. 150 shield from it, compared to 225 on the flowberry. And it won't grief us. You know, it won't grief us in the slightest. We've got a couple of shockwaves as well for the trade-off. Oh, someone is there. Oh, we saw the shots. I thought I saw a person running, but I could be wrong. They might actually be down there, down near the road of the vault. In fact, we might actually be able to find some shockwaves down there. I see something purple, so we do get some shockwaves. Okay, now we are cooking, good looking. I want to make our way to zone now. We'll check how many shockies we've got. We've got 3. 3 shockies, 1 to get in, 1 to get out, maybe 1 to reposition, which I feel like is a fair amount of shockwaves. I mean, it's not going to be a terrible amount. But again, there's some shots coming from behind us there, which is... Okay, there they are. That overshield immediately is pretty much nuked. We could probably just position ourselves instead closer into the zone here, and we'll catch him as he rotates in. Right, like, we've got zone, we don't need to really risk it. He has to be the one to do that, so... Park around the corner here. We'll just keep an eye out. Car over in the distance. I can't really see anyone else. Now, that bush is going to be a bit of an issue, especially if you guys are going up against these bush sweats. You know, against these bush rats, they're the worst kinds of players, man. Try to not be them, but... I mean, I get it. I get it. I can't say I've never done it myself. Someone all the way over there. You know they're far when they're... And he goes straight for the bush. Classic. Right, now we've got the zone. We're being rewarded here, I feel, by the Fortnite gods. They're saying, Butter, thank you for not being a bush sweat, being a bush rat. He's right in that bush, I would say. Is that a shockwave hammer play? I'm assuming that might be. I'm not too keen on having a car here, though. Look, this is ready to pop. I hope we can get the win, man. I really, really do. Just going to crash it down. Let it blow up over there. And now we're going to hide. We're going to play... Oh, no, we're the top 2, so it's just us and them. To full damage. Fair, we were dead anyway, but guys, if you did enjoy that episode, make sure you hit that like button. You hit that subscribe button, and as always, take care. Garnier.